Now, normally on Wednesdays, we open this up, and I also invite our TikTok channel to join on this other. I have a phone set up right here, and then my laptop here. So sometimes I talk to them for just a moment because they tend to have a different attitude. So okay, I have. Let me go ahead and hit that live so they know they can join here. Great. Okay, and you are, is it Michelle, right?
Yes.
Yes, I see it right there. I'm looking on my paper here. Okay, so welcome everyone. Here we are tonight, and we are going to be talking about the 5 things you need to know to incorporate sign language in the classroom. So we do have 5 things, but tonight we're just really going to focus on one of them. And those of you who are on my Facebook, you'll be able to see this live, and you'll also be able to see it later. We will upload this to YouTube as well, and have a special portal for our members area too. So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you something that might be helpful as well. I'm going to share my screen here and open this up. Give me one moment. So are you aware of our website, ASL Teaching Resources?
Yes, I just joined and now get all your updates and information. So yeah.
Okay, so you're a new member, right?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. So I can show you just a few hints here that will help. Right here, want to let you know, if you click on courses, you'll be able to open that up and see your bonuses. We change those out every month, and that's going to be amazing for you. Okay. That's one of the big things. And then of course you have access to many different things here. Okay. So let me come over here. This right here is something you want to grab. Have you seen this before?
I did. Yes, I haven't looked through it yet, but I do have that to downloaded and to print off. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the URL right there. Those of you who are watching on TikTok, you go here. You can actually go to ASL Teaching Resources and get this right here. And that's going to give you the 5 things you need to know for sign language in the classroom. So we are specializing in supporting teachers working with children. Okay, so now that you know this, we are coming over here. This is the other thing that's happening. Have you seen this before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for the TikTok group, you're looking at, make sure I've got this right here. This is a free training, and you can get to that from right here and go to webinars right there. I'm hoping they can see this. And then that will open up to right here. Okay, so now I'm back, and let's go ahead and get started. When you download the freebie right here, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, have you had that before? Did you say? Did you get this?
Yeah, I need to download it, and I'd like to print it off. Yes.
Okay, so this is free on the website at the top. And so we're going to start with number 1. And if you have questions, just let me know. Okay, and you can type it in here right as well on TikTok. Okay, so first one is anyone can use sign language. So many times people say, you know, I don't know sign language enough. I don't think I should, or they may just be a little confused where to start or what to do. And so we just want to help you and guide you with these different steps. And so let me just back out, come back here and talk about what is sign language. So we know it's a visual language that communicates with hand gestures and facial expressions and body movements. So for instance, if what's one sentence you may want to say with the children? You can give me one example you may want to just start using right now with the classroom.
Join me on the carpet for a story.
Okay, so join me on the carpet for a story. So if we were to back out and we actually change from more English, join me on the carpet for a story. Let's change it a little bit more to ASL to make it simple. So I would just go like this. Hey, come on, story time. See, so it's more visually and it's simpler. So just like, hey, everybody, come on, story time, come on. And then another classifier we use is the sign for like sit, sit. And so this would be your chair, and these are your legs. So you're going to sit. Now, if you do it 2 times, that's chair. Okay. 1 time it's a verb, so it's sit. Now, if you want your kids to sit in a certain way, you might say, if it's a circle, we're drawing a circle with a sign for sit, but we're putting it this way for sit around me. See it like this? So they're all sitting down facing you. That's why our hands, our palms are this way. Okay. Mm-hmm. So once again, so you ready to practice with me? Go ahead and get your hands up and let's get the kids' attention. So, hey, hey, hey. Say, come on. And then we're going to say story. Just take your fingers. I've seen it middle fingers or this fingers. Story time. Yes. And see that, of course, we're smiling because we're happy it's story time. Okay. So again, anyone can use sign language. It's a matter of knowing what the sentence would look like and how to translate it to be easy for the kids to do too. And then one of the things we do and encourage you, if the kids are just playing around and you want to get their attention, you might say, you see this right here? This is the nudge. So if you wanted to get somebody's attention, you might touch them like this. So you would go in the air, you would nudge them. And then you would point to the other kid, and then they would then nudge that child and then say, look. And so they're telling them to look at you. So all of this communication is happening even without the kids having to talk or having a conversation, which these are really helpful when you're in an assembly and it's loud. Okay, and they can't hear you at all. So using these like this one right there, get here, and then they touch them because they're sitting right next to them, and then they look. Now before, these were your legs, right? Mm-hmm. To sit. Now we're going to spread them, and they're your eyes. See your eyes? So you're saying look, and this is a directional verb. So you can say look at me, look at her. You can have a kid right here and you say, look right there at the teacher right there. Mm-hmm. If you want the full class to look at you, you go, look at me. Or you can have all their eyes and use 4 to represent all the kids' eyes. Look at me. Hey, 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 look at me. Hey, 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 look at me. Either one is fine. Yeah, look at me. I'm right here. Okay, so again, I would say anyone can use sign language. Now, I'm going to take just a quick break and teach some signs here. And these are all classroom related signs. Are you ready? All right, here we go. I'm opening this book here. And by the way, I don't know if you know, but we have probably seen this. It's great for like teachers. We do have these. We have other books on Amazon. We are called ASL Teaching Resources. So in this book, it has just the planners with all sign language, and it goes by the seasons. And in the back of the book, we have what we call, see these, you get to do your numbers, your conversation cards right here to kind of guide you. These are also on the website too. The book is not on the website, but this is on Amazon at our store, ASL Teaching Resources. So this is kind of helpful. And if you're getting ready for Halloween, this is a fun story time. This is actually, see this? This is on YouTube sign as well. So it has some games in the back of the book, but it's a full story. It's on Amazon, ASL Teaching Resources. Here's the name of it if you want to search for it. But in the back, it has some like couple coloring. And for you as a member, we have special. Be sure and go to the bonus area because we have the book area. When you click on that, and if you order a book on Amazon, you come over here and there's a link, and you'll get a special gift too. So sometimes, like if we have a book on Amazon and you are a member, you'll actually get the full PDF at no charge. Okay. All right. So there we go. So are you ready for some school signs? All right, so I don't know how much you know. Do you know the sign for, and I'm going to finger spell so that you can like build reception. Do you know the sign for this one? So if you are joining me on TikTok, see if you could type it in there and guess what I'm finger spelling. You ready? The school. You see it now? There we go. So that one, do you know the sign for that, for school? School. So practice that with me. Practice school. It's like the teacher standing there. Okay, class, it's time for school. Come to order. Like that. School. Just clap. Now here's a fun fact. I don't know if you like little additions here. School, paper, and cheese. Let's do that again. School. Now turn it this way and hit it off, paper. And now keep it and go cheese. Yes. All right, so now we have school. Now, if you are a student, are you ready? We are looking right here. Oh, by the way, you on TikTok, yeah, join me on live right here. So if you want to join, you go here and register for free and you can join on live, okay? This is on Zoom. All right, so here we go. Student, take your hand, and this is your school right here. You're gonna grab it like this and bring it to your head. That is to learn. Now we're gonna take it and we're gonna add a person to it. And this time it's a little more advanced. We're just gonna do it with one hand. So watch me. Learner. So this is like my leg. Right here, Normally it's a person. So we've turned it into a person instead of a verb. It's now a person. You can go student or you can go student, one hand. All right, here's a few more. This is to read. Again, this is your school sign, right? The base sign for school and to learn and student. So now we're going to read. These are your what? Your eyes. Yes. So we can read this way or we can read this way. Okay. Read. Now you're a teacher. So we're going to take our flat hands, teacher, and we're going to go out for teach. This is the knowledge you have in your head and you're giving it to your children. So teach. Now you just learned the sign for a person. How do you change teach to a teacher? What do you do to change that? Right, you got it, teacher. So you are a teacher and they are your students, one hand. Only because I have this already there, so I use one hand. Okay, so the next one here is your class. So we're going to take a C hands for the word class and just make a group. Class. And those of you at TikTok, you can join live on Zoom here. Okay. So this is class. Now this one's kind of nice because these are initialized signs. So we can have class, a department, an agency, a league, a region, a family, a group. So these are all with letters that ends up expanding out and making a new sign for each one. Okay, is this helpful?
Yeah.
So I know you probably have other things you want to know. So I can add a few more school signs, or we can go ahead over here to adding it to your classroom. Which one do you prefer?
Oh, we can add to classroom, yeah.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to set this aside here. And again, you can join me live on Zoom. We'll be doing this again next week here. All right, here's what we're doing. We're going to see how do you incorporate this in the classroom when you yourself, you don't know a lot of sign. And by the way, we do have a special Zoom time just for you where we don't add any other lives to this so that we focus just on you. Okay, so the things that we're going to encourage you to do, and you maybe have already seen already, is to start labeling everything that you can. So I'll give you a few examples. One would be like your numbers. Okay, so you already have, let me take this out here. You already have numbers on your wall, right? Yeah. So these would be an actual addition. So it's the things you're already teaching them. And these go up to 30 in the numbers. Another one is, and I get asked, well, I already have things on the wall. I don't want to tear them down and have to, you know, decorate again. So what do I do? Well, that's when you can just get the like flashcards and cut them out and tape them to what's already on the wall. So here's the other ones that we have. We are adding more of these, but like sight words. For these, we have them in flip books too. Another idea is, especially like your morning meetings, you can, you have like your calendar. You do that every day, right? And the weather is something you do like every day. So we encourage you, this is just a sample, to line these up too on the wall. And that way you're seeing the words, you're seeing a picture as well. Now you got your ABCs that'll help right here. And one of the fun things we do is like this. Let's take B, boy. So this is on your wall. And so if you can take time, like just do a little something every day, and you would say B, and you're teaching them B for boy. Now you can have them go look and find the next letter in the ABCs. So the next one is O. And so they're looking at all the wall charts to find the O. And then they can spell the full word right here that goes with this. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like it could be a game. Now, I know in kindergarten, you don't have a lot of time to do that. Usually you practice and do like reviews by singing a song, which means you can sing and fingerspell at the same time. That's what I see quite often. Now, we encourage you to have like, if you can, we tended to do it during like snack time. We had signing time. So we might have the kids say, we would pick 3 children and ask them what they wanted to learn. And then that was the 3 signs that we taught. And obviously, if you're first starting, you want to teach the signs that are already set up in your classroom. So if you're putting the wall charts on, or your calendars, or the weathers, and they get to pick which one they want to learn. And so as a whole class, you are learning those signs and supporting that. Now, the other thing you can do is when they're doing that, I know many times you have jobs. So each kid, you go around and they have their own responsibility. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. So we do have labels for job charts too. And so you might have one person that's in charge of just the signing. So they stand there, and when it's time for jobs, they might just sign it. No talking. And they'll go, so paper, this is the sign for person, paper person. And then they would come up and they would know to pass out all the papers. Okay. There's so many different options of incorporating in the classroom, but these are just a few ideas that we're sharing tonight. Okay. So we do have a question here, and this is our question that we're asking, and that is, what are 3 reasons you would want to use sign language in the classroom? So what are your 3 reasons? You can name one tonight. You can type that 3 reasons. Tell me one. So we have one. It's that so the kids are learning a new language. That's one idea. Another one is, oh, the parents will be so happy. You have to like type up a letter for the parents, right? And so you could actually let them know, hey, this week we learned these 3 signs, and that kind of pleases the parents. Another one maybe is because you want to encourage and support cognitive development or language acquisition. Maybe you have a kid that's not, for me personally, growing up, I was not a good reader. And so everything that I did, I understood. And so for me, if I had known sign language at that time, it kind of would have like locked it in for me, understanding concepts better. Because like this, if you are using, give me one word that you maybe use at the beginning of the school.
Listen.
So listen. Okay, so you have the word listen. So you have this, these are on your ears to listen. Okay, you could also go pay attention. See the horses, they have these guards on their eyes, right? Right. So, and then just teaching that, pay attention. This is also a directional verb. Pay attention, that means I'm asking you to pay attention to me. If I want them to pay attention to her, I would go pay attention. Look at her, pay attention. So just incorporating that can help them it really helps kids control their mind, just going every other place and then focusing. So there are other options here. I'm going to pause right now and ask you, what questions do you have? Because you're here with me right now.
Yeah, I think I just wanted to, I like the idea of labeling things. And so you're saying like our ABC chart, number charts, but you're also saying put labels on things that might be around the classroom, like books or library or crayons. So signs for all of those things labeled in the area that they're in or on the boxes. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes. So with the labeling things, I'll give you one example here. This right here is an example. Let me pull this out of the shining off here. So we're looking at books. So can you see this one right here? So if you have an area where you just have books, you would then on the shelves, you would just take that there.
Okay.
And even on your clock, you can add numbers. So my clock, I actually made myself, but you can add it to the clock.
Oh.
Okay. And so that reinforces, that kind of reinforces numbers right there. Okay. So yes, I would label everything. And we have tons and tons of labels. We also have like these conversation cards that you could, just cut out and put like a circle on them so that you just hang them, and they're kind of like hanging on the wall, and they kind of look like this. Like this one, hi, my name. So that could be like a center in the room. Another idea is that if you have a book, obviously you can't buy every book that you want, but you can have the books in your classroom, and you can have you can buy the flashcards from ASL Teaching Resources and just take them in the book. So if they're learning about their colors, you find the one for colors. I think I have, let me show you one, just 1 minute. Yes. Okay, so right here, this is just a book that I have. And so we get the flashcards, and there it is. Okay, so like in your center areas, the kids are going over there to read, and they have it right there, and there's yellow. Now, for them to understand that just by the picture, it's hard. So good news. I don't have one here printed, but when you get the flashcards, there's a QR code, which you can send home to the parents, or you can actually show in the classroom on your smartboard, and they can see it signed too. Okay, so that helps teach them. It helps you learn the signs at the same time. Yeah. Okay, what other questions you might have? Anything else? I see Hannah is here. Any other questions? I'm going to look at my paper. I had a few that asked me a question. And again, if you are on TikTok, we're doing this again next week, Wednesday. You can join right here. So another question here. Let me pull my paper out. How can I learn more? Okay. So how do I learn more sign? Okay, we do have a free podcast, and I can't show you on my phone, but on the website, if you go to, oh, and I'm still sharing my screen. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. All right. That means everybody watching this will, yeah, on the home page of ASL Teaching Resources, when you scroll down, right there, I'll show you. There is ASL Word of the Day. So you can learn sign for free there. Okay, yeah, I know. Okay, so we're teaching sign there, one word. Then you can also yourself, you can decide if you want to just join the live support and ask us any sign. You can also go to our YouTube channel. Like just recently, someone asked us, what's the difference between faith and trust? And so we asked a deaf person, because many deaf people support this, because we are helping with sign language for the children. And so he signed it for me, and we uploaded it to YouTube. So you can pick up a lot more too. So for someone who's busy and doesn't have time to go all these different places, we suggest the podcast, which is ASL Word of the Day. That is the best and fastest. We do have full online courses that involve both deaf interpreters and hearing. And I have young kids in there as well as older ones. So it's a variety. It is structured in a way that you will also get professional development hours for that. So many teachers really enjoy that, to learn the basics of sign language. So that's at ASL Teaching Resources. Okay. All right, well, we are now at closing time. So any more questions? I don't want to leave if you have any questions. Okay, so your homework is to go and subscribe to the free podcast, ASL Word of the Day. And then the other homework is, if you have any questions this week, just keep a little note and then come back next Wednesday. You can do it during our members' office hours and more private time, or you can show up in the evening when we do it more open, and just ask us any questions. Sound good? Okay, wonderful. All right, and I do have a question for you. I know you became a member just recently, and what is your goal? What do you hope to to do with your membership? How can we help you from here?
Are you asking me again?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
How can we help you and support you from here now that you have become a member at ASL Teaching Resources? How can we help you?
I think I love the idea of the podcast, the Word of the Day podcast. I didn't see that on your website, so that's something that I really would like to follow. And I think just starting off with these suggestions that you've given to start in the classroom would really be helpful.
Okay, wonderful.
And I can find those flashcards and those resources on your website as well, right?
Yes. So where do you find those? I'll give you a quick tour. You as a member, you want to go in the blue bar at the top, click on members area, and they'll have a whole list of things here.
Okay.
Anybody else, you just click on shop and you can search by categories and you will see that too.
Great.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and I just see Ashley is joining, so I know we're getting ready to stop, but I want to make sure she doesn't have any questions before I close. I am interested to see if Hannah, I don't know if you are, I don't think you're deaf, because I don't know though, because normally I see your face. Deaf people are right there. So how can I help you, Hannah, before I close?
I was actually, I have a class of 8 students, and I would say probably 5 of the 8 students are nonverbal. So I was just kind of trying to understand how to actually help them and kind of giving them a voice and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do.
Okay, this is wonderful. We do have something new coming too, and it's going to be pretty short, but if you, are you on our email list?
I don't think so yet, because this information was given to me by my superintendent. So.
Okay, so one thing that you want to do, you probably want to do this now, is go to the top here at the website, ASL Teaching Resources, click on get that freebie and get started. But we do have something coming out really soon, and it's going to look like this. So I'm going to show you. All right. And this is a new program that we're starting, and it's not up yet. It's going to be up hopefully next week. So you get a sneak peek. So it's going to actually get you started. And then from here, actually, one of the bonuses is going to take you over to get this freebie. That way we can guide you even more.
Okay, cool.
We'll have some things in here, and we're working on that now to support you. But you probably don't have time to wait. So I'm trying to think, what would I do if I was you and you have 8 students and 5 are nonverbal? I would just encourage you to go ahead and do whatever you can to download your some flashcards and start labeling the basics of things. That's what I would encourage you. Does that help?
Thanks. Yeah, it does actually.
And so your homework is to get on our email list. So how do you do that? You're going to go to ASL Teaching Resources, go over there, search for something free. And when you buy something for $0, you can make sure you click to join the email list. And then that way you can have that information. And if your district decides and you get a membership, you're going to have so many other benefits. And we give you like other coupons, and we give you free things in your membership too. There's a whole list of things that you will be able to receive as a member, and it's only for the pro members though. The plus members, it's just like, oh, I'm just kind of looking around, and it's like a coupon for like $5 every month that you are the plus. But the pro, you have a lot more benefits. Yes. Okay. Does that help?
Yes, it does actually.
Oh,
Thank you.
wonderful. Okay, so I think you each have a homework. And then the only thing, if you don't mind, we always ask to help spread the word. And if you have a district or other, Facebook group that you're in, if you would suggest our website, that would really help, because many teachers are feeling stuck and don't know what to do or where to start. And so we would appreciate any kind of help that you can do to help the teachers. And it's just ASL Teaching Resources. Okay, thank you. And hopefully I will see you next week. We're going to have a new login. You just come back to the website and you click on like resources and join the webinar, and you'll see it right there. You can join. We change them out all the time. Okay. All done. All done.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
At ASL Teaching Resources, you just click, print, and you're ready to teach. Saving you time, saving you money, a winning solution. Sign up today and start enjoying your benefits as you get ready for this school year.